Bitches, what's up? Wake up. It's morning time. What's up, bitches? What's up? Wake up. It's morning time.
What's up? What's up, everybody? How are we doing? It's fine Tuesday morning. Chell's in the house. Good morning, Miss Chels. Dan, what's up, buddy? Good morning. How are you doing? David, always loving on those commercials. Brought to you by Twitch and Ryan Turner. Blast Reach, what's up, man? How you been? Welcome back. Good morning, Dr. Feelgood. The crew is in the house. What's good in Texas? Hi, jogging out feels like such a Monday. Why? Explain. Do tell. What's going on in your house on this Monday? It's Tuesday, y'all. Okay, Tuesday. Don't listen to Shells. It is Tuesday. What's up? Let's see. My Monday was snow day. Okay, gotcha. Kids got a snow day. Nice. So you did get a good amount of snow over the weekend. I believe you were telling us that on Friday. How cool. My kids have never and will never experience a snow day. Oh, you got no snow, but you got a snow day. Hmm, interesting. Kiddos are on day 8 of snow days. Wow. Wow. Dang. That's crazy. So in something like that, I wonder, do they have a back end where they add more days to school? Like, how do they catch up in that instance? Um, Curious because I don't know. I mean, we don't have Sundays out here. They canceled for I have no idea what reason. It was sunny as fuck yesterday. I mean, look, teachers and principals, they need a day off. You know that. You married to an ex-teacher. It's all e-learning now anyways. Yeah. You know what's funny is like so my wife and I was talking about this with Bailey the other day because she just did swim tryouts and I don't even know if she found out if she made varsity or junior varsity. But she was saying, I got my locker and I was confused. I was like, oh, cool. I was like, so now you have a place to put all your stuff. Cause like the girl, I should find a picture, but right now, especially because she's in cheer and swim, she's got like 4 backpacks on, multiple changes of clothes during the course of the day. She got home yesterday at 7:45 p.m. So left for school at 6:45, got home at 7:45 p.m. and literally saw her. She came in, gave me a hug, and then like ate some food, and then I went to bed. Like that was our interaction yesterday. Um, so and my thought was like I'm seeing this girl with all this backpacks and I'm thinking to myself like why doesn't this school have a locker? So like her school, which is a newer school, um they didn't build lockers for the kids, so I don't know how that is around the rest of the world, and y'all are the rest of the world for me. But yeah, it's wild. Her school doesn't have lockers. Brooklyn school doesn't have lockers. A lot of it is e-learning, so they don't have, the big books. They have Chromebooks and workbooks, but both of their backpacks are really heavy, like for me, which is wild. Um, I don't remember, but forgot to extend little kids' school year depending on how many. Yeah, that's what I would think, but that would like I can imagine that would like ruin some people's summer plans. Like I was just at a party this weekend, and the friend group that we all are a part of were booking the end of summer or the end of school summer kickoff travel, or what they were calling it. And I was like, you guys are goofs, but I'm more than happy to go travel with you. Might be a long June if snow day. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. In the car. No worries. Typos are welcome here. It's okay. I'll translate for the audience. For us, they don't add anything. They just send the kids home with their Chromebooks and give them assignments to complete. Oh, okay. See, that's a way to, what's the saying? Make lemonade out of lemons, right? You know, Still get them learning. They just get to learn in their PJs and bother mom. As a swim dog, understand the ward. Yeah, dude, it's wild. Like, I mean, she loves it. She loves being in the sports. It just sounds exhausting to me, but I'm a different human. Uh, so yeah, fun. I hated my locker, to be honest. It was always such a stressful thing to have to run to my locker in time. I had nightmares for many years in adulthood, and I forget. Okay, so we remember it differently. Like, I remember it as 'cause my wife and I were talking about this. I remember it as, like, almost like a hallway full of people that I both knew or was interested in, like, cute girls and stuff like that. Like, I wasn't a popular person, so not like I was high-fiving people through, but I wasn't like a kid that was getting bullied and smashed into lockers or anything like that. So I remember it as a good thing where, like, the kids got to congregate and it was a little bit more, you know, Wild West or whatever. I don't know. It was a long time ago. I'm super old. So it just I just didn't realize it, like, for my girls. I mean, I knew it. I just never, like, was like, "Wait, the school just doesn't have like, they just built this school without lockers, or at some point they took them out? Like, are they going around town taking out lockers? That's, like, a thing?" Ugh, I was the eat lunch in the library kid to avoid anyone. Chels, you need a daily Chels show so we can just unpack all this baggage. Just get it all out. Um, Thank you, buddy. But look at this. Look at this gray. Look at this gray. It's there. I feel old all the time, but I also feel super young and ready to go. I wake up in the morning and the alarm gives out a warning. I don't think it'll ever make it on time by the time I grab my books and I give myself. You making me sing a song right now? Oh, you got me good there, buddy. I didn't get it at first, but then I got it. Oh, I love you for that, dude. That was great. Daily Chell Show. Not too bad. Yeah. That was good stuff, man. I might have to clip that. Oh, man. Thank you, sir. See, this is why I'm here, y'all. This is why I'm here. I was I was thinking about telling you a story, and then I moved into another story. There is a reading, but man, that was good stuff. That was good stuff. Dr. Feelgood. Thank you, my buddy. Um, yeah, what was I saying? Oh, I was gonna tell you about my day, like I always do, but, we got sidetracked, and, now we have a celebrity guest coming up.
Oh, it's me.
It's not our celebrity.
That was cute.
You, did you hear or see what just happened?
No, I just literally just got on. What happened?
So I'm going through the chat, like I was gonna tell about my day and all this stuff, and doing what I normally do, posting the comments and reading everything. And Dr. Feelgood writes this novel, and I'm like, I'm just gonna post it up and I'm gonna read it out loud. And so I start reading it. Halfway through it, I realize it's the lyrics to Saved by the Bell, and I'm just like reading it. Like as if it's actually like he's talking about like growing up in school. He got me really good.
Did you just get punked?
I mean, it was relevant because I was talking about like Chels and I and everybody, we were referencing like our childhood days growing up with or without a locker because my girls don't have lockers in their school. So they carry around these book bags full of books. And Bailey being in multiple sports right now, she has like when she came in home last night, she had four different backpacks all on her, like because she has cheer, she has swim, she has her book bags, and then she has like a change of or like a wet bag for wet clothes. So it was just I was like, "Don't you have a locker?" And Dr. Feelgood just dropped a hilarious bomb on me.
I
I
I
thought he
really
was
wish
go ahead.
I think I really wish I was here for that. I'm also curious on who would notice it first. Would it have been you or me? I probably would have been reading it too.
Yeah, it was a good time for sure. I laughed audibly out loud midway through, gave him his props, and we all had a good time. I said we should clip that because it was fun for sure. Um, did you have lockers growing up? Do your kids at your middle school have lockers?
Yeah, we always had lockers, always. Uh, Middle school was the first time I had lockers. My first combination was 10, 20, 10. It was the easiest number out of all the numbers that I had to memorize. That was it.
Yeah.
Um, yeah,
Uh,
all the time. Yeah.
so does the current school your girls are at, like Junie, does she have a locker? Or
Just
Kira?
just the middle school has lockers. The elementary schools do not.
Yeah.
The only time that we did not do lockers was during COVID, where
Mm,
they shut them down, they taped them off,
yep.
which was
Too close quarters.
nice for a while because uh, there was like the first, I don't know, the first 6 months where it was literally just we're just trying to get kids to school. Let's not even worry about the books.
Mhm, mhm.
So
Just get
everything,
them back in a classroom.
yeah, everything, didn't need anything, didn't need to bring any books with them. They had their iPad.
Get
Um,
them out of plaid pants.
Out of oh no, that's if COVID did anything besides tear the country apart, it was make plaid pajama pants popular.
It turned plaid pajama pants into a multi-billion-dollar industry.
Yeah. Um, but sorry, where are we going? So yeah, continue with lockers. Didn't had them. I'm a fan.
Yeah, I was just merely like reflecting on last night. Just I barely saw Bailey. She came in the door at 7:45 p.m. I had just gotten out of the shower and I was ready to just pack my lunch for the next day and go to bed. And she came in with all this baggage, and I'm just like, girl, like it just seems like a whole nother layer of whatever, like anxiety or whatever we're throwing on top of these kids to just have to like have all this stuff. Like for me, when I do these like overnights here, it adds a little bit of a mental load for me because I'm like having to, have an extra change of clothes, pajamas, workout clothes, food for the next day. Like extra water, like all that kind of stuff in my car, and it frustrates me to like, then have missed something and I'm like, oh crap, I can't go get it. I mean, I could get just about anything at a Target, but like, like to have something left behind or, and I'm staying out here for a day. And so I just think about like, I guess it's a learning lesson for our kids, like if Bailey forgets something, in one of her multitude of bags. Or I reminded her, I'm like, don't leave your wet stuff in that bag, like, or in your locker. And she's like, Dad, we don't actually have lockers. I'm like, what? So that's how this whole thing kind of came apart.
Gotcha. Uh, Disgusting story. This is a disgusting locker story from the end of last semester. So the kids will do a locker clean out.
Mm-hmm.
The 8th graders hallway was disgusting.
Oh yeah, I
Full
bet.
bananas, half opened yogurt containers sitting
Ugh.
at the bottom of the locker, like covered in old clothes with the stuff that they use every day on top of that. There
Yeah.
was one kid who cleaned out and just this cloud of fruit flies just it was the worst.
Maybe that's why some schools did away with lockers.
Yeah. The backpacks. I feel sorry for some kids. There's a few like tiny kids that are, like half a foot shorter than everybody else.
Hmm.
But they always seem to have the biggest bags. Maybe it's just because they're tiny, but um, I'm thinking, is this going to cause back problems in the future for them? Because it's like it sticks out,
Yeah, that's
like
what I always think about.
it sticks out from the body half of their height with everything,
Yeah.
you know. Um, but I guess there's some value in telling kids to have all this stuff prepared. I guess.
A little bit of a workout, carrying extra weight across the campus,
Hmm.
back and forth, remembering all your stuff, like remembering to be prepared. Like there's lessons in there for sure. I mean, it's definitely prepares them for parenthood, like the carrying all the stuff that your little ones need. And it's not, yeah, a little bit of manual labor in there, all of the above.
I do feel for some of those kids. I was not one of those kids I didn't have bananas at the bottom of my locker, but I was definitely a kid who struggled with organization. I remember when I was in first grade, my teacher, very, very fuzzy memory. I was looking for a sheet that we had to do for homework. And we had the desks, that they kind of open up, the top opens up,
Hmm.
or maybe it was the reach in version. But there was so much paper and stuff crammed towards the back that I had no idea where I was keeping things. And I think that was the first time I was yelled at for being disorganized. I wasn't yelled at. I was scolded gently
Yeah.
for not being organized. And that kind of carried, that stuck. And then every time I see a kid who like comes in, some kids come in and they don't have a backpack. They're carrying everything like this. And some kids have one of those zip up trapper keepers where the zipper works, but the back end is blown out. And they're still trying to carry everything around. And I feel bad for him, son. I feel bad for
Yeah.
you. Just because I was there. I was that kid. I was the kid with the backpack, and I had no idea where my homework was, and it was at the bottom of my bag.
Yeah, I
So,
think we did. Amy did like a clean out in Brooklyn's Trapper Keeper folder or whatever you want to call it these days. And like as they're cleaning it out, she's just like, "What's this?" And going through, and she's like, "Oh, that's the homework assignment the teacher's been asking for. That's affecting my grade right now." And it's like, yeah,
yep.
organize your shit. Like I think we're due for another one of those right now.
Mhm.
Two kids, two bikes, while one decides to melt down because he couldn't do it down the sewer. Hashtag mom life. You know,
That's
that's exactly what I was talking about. Like that's what this prepares everyone for. We've all kind of been there, brought everything out to, for me it's the beach, like bringing everything out to the beach, and then the kids barely play with any of it, and then I got to take it all the way, back to the car. And so that's like what I like in this too is like our kids are learning they're learning this extra layer in school of like what life beyond school is going to look like. It's not
exact.
just carrying a backpack.
It's
It's
executive functioning.
yeah.
That's what it is. And some kids get it, and some kids are so they have a few days until they get it still. And we're there. We're there for them to help with that functioning. I needed it. Every class that I think I had a conversation with them last week about procrastinating because like I was going over grades. Tonight's the we have parent teacher conferences tonight and Thursday night, and the next Wednesday night, which is why I was late. I meant to sleep in. I slept in, but I slept in too long.
Morning, Robbie.
Just get more sleep. But like I share my procrastination story. It's like I feel like I'm at like an AA meeting, sharing my struggles and like how I still struggle with it
Yeah.
and how I still procrastinate. And I give the story that I'm assuming falls on dead ears because it also felt dead on my ears. Is don't wait till the end of the quarter to do this. Just
Yeah.
do it now. It takes you 5 minutes. And sometimes I feel like a fraud because I'm telling these kids to do something that I still sometimes struggle to do.
A little hypocritical, yeah.
It's like this is I procrastinated and your grades haven't been updated in 2 weeks because I procrastinated.
But you shouldn't do it. Yeah, that's a tough thing. Hopefully, you being open and admitting, that you have that flaw, it kind of takes away a little bit from the pressure of the kid, like kids being worried, learn from my mistakes, kind of, don't look at me like one of those adults that thinks, that makes you think that they're perfect and that you're, less than because you're a kid and you're still learning and you make all these mistakes. It's like, no, um, this is just life. It's normal.
Yeah, I enjoy sharing it because I think it kind of it lowers the barrier between teacher and student.
Yeah.
Um, but then I'm wondering if kids are ever like, well, he looks like he's got his act together. I can procrastinate probably.
Oh man. Um, yep.
Or sometimes I'll talk about how me and Dr. Feelgood we talked about like grades and stuff, and some classes I'll give a little talk on like, hey, listen, kids, grading art is like my least favorite thing to do, but I have to do it because I'm a teacher, and I'm sure
Yeah.
there's some kids that take that as like, oh, great, he doesn't do grades. This is awesome. I'm sure there's a few.
Just procrastinates to the end and then he just put B's all the way down everything.
Yeah. But yeah, I try to be open. It's a good little connection point, and it reminds me that it's still a thing that I deal with.
Mm-hmm. All right. Since we've been called out already. Did we do the reading?
Of course, I did the reading. I did it as I walked down the stairs.
That's dangerous. That's why he was late. He took a tumble and fell and then had to read it again. Now we get all of it.
This is how I woke up this morning. I woke up. Kristen told me it was 6:30. I was because I set my alarm for 5:30. I raided the pantry and had Girl Scout cookies. I was like, this will wake me up. That's what I did this morning.
Oh man. See, y'all, sometimes Jason comes through just like he's got it all together and he's so perfect. And like Chelsea said, he's doing fine. And then he comes down and humbles himself and just says, you know what, y'all? This morning at 5:30 in the morning, I had some Girl Scout cookies and I read the page while I was walking down the stairs. And who knows if he actually has pants on right now.
I got
Yes.
that far.
That
Yeah.
sounds like a that sounds like a that sounds like something our retired grandparents would say is like I had Girl Scout cookies for breakfast. What
I
what
don't even
what
know what that
flavor?
means.
What flavor?
Tag-alongs,
Okay, got
peanut
it.
butter.
Yep. I mean, you got your protein, right? That's what you were
Mhm.
going.
Well, I had the Samoas, or I had the tag-alongs.
Yeah. So you
Uh,
went protein route. That makes sense.
yeah, when not the pina colada ones, went the peanut butter way. Okay, let's get some focus today because I need it, and we got
Mm.
4 minutes left already.
I mean, this is an easy one, right? Love them without end, unconditionally, forever and ever, always and always. I mean,
Mhm.
it's one of those things where, you get married, right? You make all these vows to love unconditionally. Does it actually like happen? I find myself wondering how many conditions I put on love, how many conditions love is put on me. That made me wonder a little bit today, and it's hard to like see them or see around them. It's hard to know that I'm giving my kids unconditional love. Like, I don't know. Like, I think I do. I think I tell them I love them all the time. Like, I think we talked about this the other day. That's been one of my goals as a parent to just, tell them all the time, whether or not I don't I don't tend to do it, just at the high moments. So I think that puts me in the unconditionally loving them category. It's not, it's definitely when there's definitely times when they're doing something bad, like the page reference, and I sit them down to have that little talk with them and definitely try to put out there like, oh, I love you, but I want you to understand that you did something that wasn't nice. So I think that's a way that I'm doing it, but it's hard to really like, know for sure.
I agree with all of that. I think as time goes on, you kind of, and maybe even, yes, Chels, I
Morning,
was
Brian.
reading it as I was sitting and not walking down dark stairs,
Rereadings.
rereading, reviewing. I think that's a great point you brought up. I think we all love unconditionally. I think it's really hard, almost impossible to turn that off like a button, like a switch. I would say that unconditional openness is a thing that maybe gets translated as unconditional love. Like, let's say you've been disappointed or felt crossed. I think the love is there. The love will always be there. It's the unconditional being open enough to share uh, what's on your mind. Like, you might clam up, you might put up a wall, you might walk away, and that all that stuff can be easily translated into not love or animosity. I think there's a whole lot of things that can get in the way of expressing unconditional love,
Yeah.
but we do always end everything with "I love you" or "I'm mad, but I still love you,"
Mhm.
or "I'm upset," or "I'm disappointed," or whatever the situation is.
Yeah. We got two things I want to shout out. One, a very famous person liked us on Facebook, Miss Kristen Turner. Good morning. How are you doing? And then our most highly acclaimed New York Times bestseller author friend, hi Anthony, in the chat. Good morning, sir.
Hi, Anthony.
How you all doing?
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, Anthony has a book, a wonderful book actually, about his life growing up, and I mean, I think you would actually really like it. I should have
Mm.
recommended this to you earlier, but it's about how teachers in his life essentially like changed his life. Like he had a very rough upbringing
Mhm.
with abuse, and people coming in and out of his life, like father figures, I believe it was, and just the teachers that basically helped raise him and mold him into the person that he is today. And I've met him a bunch of times, and he is a very, very great human being. So I'll link you in the back channel to the book. I think it's called Grade School. But it was a good read.
Awesome.
Very good quick read too. Like it really like it flowed very well. I found myself like reading it very fast, which is one of those things where it comes because you like want to know the next page. So thank you.
The book is called Grade School.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Grade
By Anthony Masucci.
School. I'm a teacher. I can read.
You are a teacher and you can read. But yeah, he's one of our V Friends community members. He wrote a book. We all, took part in it, read it. It put me on the right path and helped me stay off the wrong path. Yeah, plenty of paths came his way. He could have been a completely different person. And these teachers, year after year, it seemed like, after reading it, year after year, they, just picked him up and raised him up a little higher. And it's like the way I read it was like a love story, like him sharing his love to them. So I know as a teacher, you've mentioned a couple of times how you've gotten these little like hitbacks from older students that have gone on their way, and they'll kind of say something to you like, "Oh, I remember you. It was an amazing class, blah blah blah." And this is like his way of giving back to those teachers and kind of just
And the podcast. This is great. What a great little thing to wake
Mhm.
up. Okay, I will check that out. So I
Yep.
got tons of time tonight. Well, Anthony, great to meet you.
Yeah, he's been around. He's more of a lurker friend of ours, but he's been around hanging out. I think he and Ryan get together often. He's out in New York,
Mhm.
so they talk a lot.
Okay, cool.
This
Cool.
is Anthony. This is Ryan's brother, by the way. If you didn't know that, this is
Older
his brother
brother.
in Colorado. Older, more handsome brother. Little
Less,
less
less,
abs.
less abs. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's all.
way less focus on protein and vegetables. Yeah.
And I kind of like ketchup.
He's not as ornery.
Yeah. Okay, this is great. Good. Excellent wake up. I got to get going.
No problem, man.
Yeah.
We'll
Well,
see you. We'll see you maybe tomorrow. I know the long teachers conference days take a lot of toll out of you, so I know you have that going on tonight. But we'll put you as a maybe tomorrow. Um,
I
just
have to go to bed as soon as I get home. That's what I have
yeah.
to do
So
because
stay out of the Girl Scout cookies. Stay off your phone.
no, I'm already committed. I'm going to go upstairs and polish off the box because
Oh, I meant tonight when you get home.
everybody knows that one serving of one box is one serving of Girl Scout cookies. Don't
Yeah,
lie.
if
Right.
you've ever gone to a Girl Scout table and bought one box, you should get tested. Like, if you're not walking away with a box of boxes, like a case, I don't know who you are.
If I get one, I might as well get 5 more.
I mean, and what's funny is they don't even discount you for more. Like I've tried that. I'm like, if I just buy a case, will you give me a discount? They're like, no, we know you're gonna buy a case, homie. Like, get out of here. But thank you, everybody. Good laughs today. Lots of love. Appreciate you all. See you all tomorrow.
Please.
Bye, buddy. Chels, did you need to talk to me? What else do you have to say? Oh, good morning, MP. How you doing? Welcome to the after show. Should I just keep going for another 45 minutes, y'all? What's up, everybody? Welcome to the after show. How's that rug bird? Can't just stay on here all day, okay? This isn't To the Moon, all right? We got shit to do. Everybody, go love your kids unconditionally, forever and always. Appreciate you all. Thank you for hanging out, the after show. Hi, Anthony, MP, Shells, Brofit. What's up, David? How you doing? Good morning. Good morning. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Dr. Feelgood in the house. How you doing, buddy? Hey, you write the lyrics, I'll read it, buddy. Time to freeze my ass off. Good, dude. Get it done. It makes you stronger, bro. Come on. These Turner boys, they have hard stops. I used to think the same way you did. It's like, why is Ryan killing this show at 30 minutes? Like, why does he commit something? Why does he commit something 30 minutes after he starts a show? And then he starts it late. So yeah, I'm here. I'm here, guys. But I got to get the Turner boys off the screen. And then I can come back and we can hang out for the after show, the after party. What's up? I'm here. That's false. I'm a bitch in the... It doesn't make you stronger, dude. I feel like it makes me stronger experiencing the cold. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, dude. We're rallying, dude. I don't got any meetings. I'm free today. Turners need to get the game back on. Yeah, I mean, he's got 3 kids upstairs that are about to wake up and need to go to school. He's got to be at school at a certain time. I mean, technically, someone's gonna walk through this door. Not for about an hour and 15 minutes, so I could rock. But I got no material here, guys. Dr. Feelgood is literally copying and pasting lyrics right now into the chat, ready to get me to sing some other classic 80s TV show, which I love. But yeah, seriously, thank you all. Seriously, go check out Hi Anthony's book. I love it. It was great. Check out David's podcast, 100%. If you're in the Charleston area, go get some jewelry for your wife, slapped on her from Shells. If you're in MP's area, Jersey, go give him a hug because he's cold. He's freaking cold, y'all. I'm sure you're all cold, but yeah. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you coming here and hanging out with me every single morning that I'm on here. This is the best. You guys are the best. I hope everyone has an amazing day. I don't understand why all of y'all live in cold areas. Just move somewhere sunny. I'm in a hoodie and sweatpants now. It is cold outside for me, which is like 50 degrees. But it is going to be warm as hell. I have a VDad's Daily Dad sticker on my laptop, by the way. Yes. I didn't plan for this bull. Yeah, we've talked about that. You didn't plan for any of this bull of life. You just fall where you fall. My sister, actually, SoCal sister, she just moved all the way across the country onto the East Coast. So she's probably getting to experience some cold for the rest of her life. She got a job over there. She's been looking for a while. So I'm excited for her. I haven't actually told her that. I probably should. So gross. Exactly. And that's how that happens. Didn't plan for it, but she took any job that would take her. And now she's going to be stuck like all of y'all on the East Coast where it's cold. I think it's Northeast, somewhere like Massachusetts, or I don't know. It's a quick conversation. That's exciting, tough, though, but gross. Yeah. You didn't say the word tough. That's how I read that. That was my fault. Yeah, I'm happy for her. she's an engineer, so it's a tough field to get a job in. She said she was struggling for a while, and she finally got something. So excited for her and her journey as a young 20-year-old woman, going out on her own, away from the parents' nest, all the way across the country. It's going to be very interesting. Is the music still playing for everyone? Yeah, I can hear it. I'm leaving it there so that when I ultimately do Irish Goodbye, it makes sense. But seriously, thank you all. Love you all. Have an amazing day. Can you just not hear my voice? Am I not loud enough? Can't go much louder. I know a position in engineering don't wear interest. Interesting. Everybody should have just said there was no music just to make Chels crazy. All right. Go about your days. I will go about mine. Find me on Twitter and Instagram, and we can continue to chat. If not, I'll be here tomorrow morning. Same time, same chair. And sure, dude, if the people want it, we can do it after show. I'm down for a couple more minutes. Later, people.
What's up, bitches? What's up? Wake up. It's morning time.